The gospel account of the Transfiguration is a very colorful one that shows us the meeting of heaven and earth and how the glory of heaven touches those who enter it. The account also ties in with the resurrection of Christ. But I have to believe that the account of the Transfiguration falls far short in describing the reality and the beauty of that event. And we can't fault Peter, James, and John minimizing their experience, or the evangelists failing to adequately describe it. The simple reality is the human mind cannot comprehend the fullness of what was experienced, let alone find the words to describe the indescribable. How can anyone adequately describe an encounter with God? Jesus took Peter, James, and John to the mountaintop. These were three of the original apostles who left everything to follow Jesus. They were invited to share in this glorious and intimate moment in which the infinite glory of heaven broke through the finite reality of this world. Jesus becomes dazzling white, and his face shines like the sun. Out of nowhere, Moses and Elijah appear to Jesus, and the three have a conversation, of which we are not told its subject. The apostles know that something extremely beautiful and important is taking place. And Peter says, "Lord, it is good that we are here." He offers to build 3 tents for Jesus, Moses, and Elijah. The apostles seemed to be comfortable and did not want the moment to end. They did not want the moment to end because the voice of the Father then brought fear to their hearts. The message of the Father was a beautiful affirmation of who Jesus is. And that's the same message that the Father gave when Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. "This is my beloved Son, of whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." So we have to ask, if they were comfortable and wanted to prolong the moment, what brought about their fear? It could have been hearing the voice out of a cloud with nobody around, nobody surrounding them but the cloud, and it filled them. A voice that they had never heard before. But Jesus comforts them and says to them a line that they will hear numerous times from him: "Be not afraid." For Peter, James, and John, this was a mountaintop experience that affirmed their closeness to Jesus and prepared them for what was to come. They would not truly comprehend the significance of this until after the resurrection. And even then, they could never find the words to adequately express what they experienced on that mountain. Sometimes when a person has a powerful religious experience, it is called a mountaintop experience. There are experiences in which God touches us, and it seems almost like we are in heaven. They put our fears, our anxieties, our problems and struggles in the perspective that in God's presence they will be handled, and in some way we will get through it all. It is an experience that fills us with renewed faith, with joy and hope. These are experiences that we sometimes seek, but more often they occur when it's least expected. It can occur at any time or any place. It is not necessary to climb a mountain in order to have a mountaintop experience. All one has to do is to be attentive so that we don't miss the time and place when God wants to enter more deeply into our lives. We might never find the words to describe our experience, but we will know that we had an encounter with God Himself.